Enough. Hi everyone. So I have been trying to keep their energy level down. This used to be the playroom, as you guys may have remembered, but since there's just so much junk in here now, there's no room for big dogs to play. And while Jack's not big, Kratos definitely is, and both of them. Whoops, sorry, little boy. I don't know why you guys are behind me anyway like that. Y'all know the situation. Good boy. Good boy, Tunes. This is act like she don't know what I'm asking for from her. Hey. This is ridiculous. See, she's trying very hard not to do it. Okay. So, in that very long video that I actually haven't uploaded yet as of right now, but that you guys are seeing, towards the end of the video, you would see that that Kratos and Jack got into a little bit of a argument right here. I don't know how it was very loud, but it's definitely loud vocal. And they did try to snap at each other. No grab and shakes, so not necessarily a fight, but or I guess an attack would be a grab and a shake, but not necessarily a fight in that sense, but definitely an argument. So I have decided, and like I said, I'm an amateur, so I had to watch that video and kind of see what's going on. But the long story short is I have decided to get on Kratos about his energy, and I'm going to probably get on Kratos more than Jack, simply because while Jack does sometimes initiate play, and it's their play that escalates to something more, Kratos is kind of the one who kind of keeps the energy negative. Jack will be like, hey, okay, you playing too rough, stop. But Kratos will come back and be like, no, I don't want to stop. You stop. And, instead of being like, okay, fine, let it go. Like, he kind of wants to continue on with the argument. So, in this video, you will see me put him in submission posture a lot. So, it's going to be a very chaotic video if he decides he's going to get in that way. I'm hoping that because he doesn't usually get, like, as a puppy, I haven't had to put him in submission posture a lot because he's just been so chill. But as he's becoming a man, he wants to test patience. He wants to test his boundaries, which I can totally understand. But he is not ready to be alpha male. He is still too much of a puppy. Literally, the only thing he's got on him is size, and that's what he's using. There's none of his other behavior kind of alerts to him being able to accept that role. I mean, he is starting to get better. Like I said yesterday, there was a point when we were at the lake where somebody walked through the path next to us, and he kind of stood at alert. And he actually is the one who saw the person first. He kind of alerted, and then Jack kind of followed up. So that's, it's alpha behavior. But that was one time out of many. Like, so he still has very puppy submissive like behavior, and he has mostly puppy submissive like behavior. The neighbors over here. So, for example, he does a lot of licking with Jack. I talked about that yesterday. Especially if, we're out and about. Oh, look at that tail up. Oh, you see, he's trying to become a man, but he ain't ready for it yet. So a lot of licking. Also, he is very dependent on Jack's reaction. So whatever Jack does, he's still very dependent on how he reacts, and that's just not, an alpha doesn't do that. The alpha makes his own decisions, and then the pack should follow up. But he kind of bases his decisions, most of the decisions, off of what Jack does. You see his hackles raised a little bit. Actually, I don't know if you guys see. My camera's crap, you guys. I'm sorry. So, since he has to look for Jack for direction, he cannot be an alpha. You know what I'm saying? What else does he do? He's still really immature. Inside the house, like I said, they get into no arguments inside the house because, hey, absolutely not. Get down. Come here. Get down now. Get down now. You down. Get on your side, little boy. Enough. No. No. You better behave. Get up. So, back with the lipping. So I can tell you that Jack wants to play. Kratos is just not really sure what to do with the situation. See? But he's better. Mostly he's just chasing Jack. You'll see that. Jack, enough. Mostly he's just chasing Jack. And you'll see that. But And so that was unnecessary for him. Okay, he almost got corrected again. Like, to be completely honest. Jack, you better not start digging. So, it's Jack enough. So it's part of him wanting to correct Jack's energy, and it is fairly high. Like, this is not actually good energy. Jack, no, go, bye. Okay. So digging is not acceptable. But anyway, but that was unnecessary for him to get. Like I said, he's not an alpha. He has no reason that sorry, I'm watching Jack, but I want you guys to see. You see, she went back, but he's doing it. He has no, he cannot make those corrections. He cannot. So that's why I put him in submission posture, because like I said, the only thing he got on him is his size. Like, that's literally it. He's bigger than all my dogs. That's all he has on him. And that's why he feels like he can be alpha, but he doesn't have the behavior of an alpha dog. Therefore, I will not let him try to do it, because honestly, Jack's not going to accept him, accept the correction from him, because he's a puppy. He acts like a puppy. They're open. I hope they're okay. They're probably okay. So therefore I have to correct his energy, because he's going to escalate it into an actual fight, because he thinks he can. But like I said, Jack will probably, there's some things that I see from Jack which makes me think that she will be okay with him being an alpha as soon as he's ready for it, but he's not ready for it. And I said he's too much of a puppy. Like I said, inside the house, he's still very mature. I have a no playing in my house rule. You guys know this. And every time there starts to be playing in my house is because he initiates it. I will say that Jack doesn't always, not like she doesn't always ignore it. Sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. But he's always the one to initiate it, which that's the problem, right? So that which is the reason why I am more concerned with. That's why I will be correcting his energy, because while his intentions are good, like I said, Jack did have very chaotic energy, but it was a negative energy. She just wants to play. But that's very chaotic energy, and technically in a bigger pack, she's pooping. Technically in a bigger pack, that would probably just start a fight because of the energy. And while Kratos was technically right to correct that energy, because he's a puppy, because he is not in the position to make those corrections and for Jack to receive them, it would just end up in a fight. Like I've said, it's just going to end up in a fight. So yeah. Enough. So yeah, I also don't think I'll have to put him in submission posture a lot. I think eventually she's going to get the point. I'm mostly watching Jack right now, so she doesn't bark, or she doesn't dig. Other dogs are digging over there. I might have to put a little thing right there, because that is, I don't know where his owners are. I hope they're okay. Their door's open. Probably doing work out here, but I can't really correct the dog. Kratos, you better not. I wasn't doing it. I wasn't trying to dig over there. Anyway, so yeah, so you'll be seeing me do a lot of that. Like I said, he actually did really well there. He definitely did a little bit of running away. But, like I said, that's because I haven't had to put him in submission posture often. Jack had to go into submission posture a lot when she was younger, because she kept trying to chase Paco, which is unacceptable. But Kratos, I didn't have to have those issues. I never had those issues with him. Even though he does have show interest in Paco, it's never been to the level that Jack has, and with her energy level. So he rarely needs to go to submission posture. Like I said, he's also not a very confident dog. So if I fuss at him once, he's like, okay, fine, I'm sorry. But like I said, he is reaching 6 months of age. He's beginning to become a man, and he's going to try to test that. And so, he'll be probably being in submission posture quite a bit. Anyway, I do hope that they're okay. Their doors are just all the way open. Oh, never mind. They're okay. They're out. Anyway, so, sorry, I'm watching Jack. But, so yeah, so unfortunately, I'll have a lot of videos where that happens. Oof. I don't know. It might not even be a lot. Because like I said, Kratos doesn't really have the temperament. And he's stubborn. That's in his breed. But generally in regards... Jack, you better not, little girl. Generally in regards to his temperament, he's a little bit softer than I would expect a normal alpha male would be. Therefore, I'm not sure if that's just his... this is my first Dogo Argentino Mastiff. And so I know that they're Velcro dogs. I know that they are very close to their humans, and I also know that they're a little bit softer and in correction, so it might just be him. Maybe he doesn't even have a soft temperament. I'm just kind of, I look at a lot of dogs that are mastiffs, but they're like a bit more stubborn. I don't say more stubborn, but they're less dependent on people. So that can definitely make the difference. So I do apologize if I am making that mistake, but this is my first Dogo Argentino Mastiff. I'm just trying to learn as I go. But based on what he has been as a puppy, he doesn't need too many corrections before he's like, I mean, he's still stubborn. He'll try, but once he gets in trouble, he seems to chill out fairly quickly, but we'll see as he matures into a big grown man. But anyway, I don't know what I was talking about before I had to go over here to fuss at him, but probably along the lines of his energy. Jack, I said no. Girl, don't play with me. They dug a little hole under there, and so she's trying her luck to kind of squeeze under there. Anyway, so yeah, so you guys will be seeing him being corrected. Like I said, I will be getting onto him even if Jack starts to play, simply because he's the one who kind of keeps it escalated. And like I said, he is not in a position now to where Jack would accept him as alpha male, even if he did even if like, so technically when an alpha issues a correction, the other dog stops. They're like, okay, fine, whatever. With a more dominant, I don't know which one you want to see, but like I said, just in as fact as kind of the leadership goes in the R pack, I'm at the top, Jack's currently next, and then it's Kratos. So he kind of wants to be the next rung of leadership, I guess. He wants to kind of run things. But since he acts like a puppy, Jack would not accept it, even if Kratos is bigger than her. So it would just kind of, like I said, it would just kind of escalate into a fight, because Kratos thinks, oh, I'm bigger, I can win. Jack's like, you're a puppy, I'm not about to let you I'm not about to let you correct me. So it would just escalate at this point, because he does act like a puppy. So once he does start acting more mature, then I don't know if I'll let them fight, but at that point I expect that Jack will just kind of let things go. She'll be like, okay, fine, whatever, because he'll act the role, but as of right now he doesn't, so it's just gonna escalate into a full-blown fight, which I cannot accept. I saw you, little boy. Anyway, sorry guys, I don't know, that might have been repetitive, but I just wanted to let you guys know how things are going on in the future. So if you do see an argument like what happened in the last video, which was a very long video, but at the end of it they got in a bit of a tussle, but just saying that I will be making Kratos submit at this point, especially since a lot of times Kratos, and I'm not sure if you also see this in this video, but you might have seen in other videos where Jack will be minding her business, and Kratos will usually come up from behind her, from the side or whatever, and grab her ears. That's also going to be unacceptable. I am going to correct that energy, because like I said, Kratos thinks he can be the boss and win fights, and but he can't. He will eventually be at that point, but he's not mature enough for it, and therefore it would just end up in a dog fight, and I don't really want them to feel like that's the way that they need to solve issues. He's probably going to body. That's his potty area. That's his go-to potty area. Yep. So you guys are looking at the little miss. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of all I want to talk about. I guess, and I'm sorry that I'll probably be repeating a lot of information, but I was talking yesterday about getting a Great Pyrenees in order to have a dog out here to watch Paco when Paco's out here. Boy, because Paco likes to just kind of be out here and chill. But unfortunately, we have birds of prey out here. We also have coyotes and possibly foxes. I've never seen foxes, but I'm fairly certain we have coyotes out here. We have some type of wild dog out. I mean, I don't know if foxes are. Anyway, point is, we have some kind of wild canine-looking creature in those woods that are real by, basically on that trail. I mean, around that trail. You guys might have seen it. I haven't actually stopped to show it, but there's always like scat from those, like the coyotes. Like, I don't know, I can't really tell you what scat looks like, but I do know there's coyotes in the area, just based on the information for the the little park or the little trail, or I don't know, whatever that thing is. So I'm just assuming that's what it is, but it could be anything else. But the point is there's predators out here that would gladly have have Paco for lunch. Therefore, I was thinking about getting a Great Pyrenees female to kind of be out here and watching him. My only concern with the Great Pyrenees, which I've talked about this before, but hopefully I can get this into, I can think this through better. I'm not gonna make this video long because I am still working technically. I'm just taking a break. Basically what I'm going to end up doing is, well, my concerns with the Great Pyrenees are two reasons. First, they are known for being barkers. You know, they're guardian breeds. They're known for barking when you get too close to their area, which would be a problem. I live in a neighborhood. And it's like, it's like I'm not entirely sure with these dogs. I know that normal noise that they've heard before, they're cool with. The Great Pyrenees, I'm not sure if it's just like any noise, whether it's normal or not, whether they hear it all the time or not, if they're concerned about it and if they'll start barking. I'm not sure that's how it will work. I'm hoping that it'll be like, okay, if it's familiar enough, they'll ignore it. But anyway, so my concern is the barking, and then also my concern would be the fact that they're known to be kind of roamers. And so I still think that that's, based on all my research, I still think that's the best dog for my situation, my family. All right, I have no family, but if I decide to like start a family in the future, like they're very good with, they're very gentle with their families. And I've been watching kind of some YouTube videos to see what people's experience is of them. with not on a farm though, you know, because I don't live on a farm, and a lot of people who own Great Pyrenees live on some type of farm. But since I live in a neighborhood, I kind of want to get experience with people who live like close to other people. And while they do say that they bark, I've heard that once you say, hey, you know, once you come and actually check out the situation and tell them to stop, they should stop. But I've also heard that they're really stubborn, which will just go hand in hand with the Dogo Argentino Mastiff. But you know, but those are my concerns. The fact that they like to roam, and I don't have acres of land where they can roam and feel comfortable with, and also that the fact that they like to bark. So my concerns, but I think in order to kind of get around that, I'll probably go for, I was actually going to look into adopting. I still want to get a female, and I want to get a puppy because I want, you know, these babies will be basically adults and be very comfortable in their roles hopefully at that point. So you know, I do want, so they'll be mature enough to handle the puppy, but I want to get a puppy just so that they can learn how to work with this dog, because the female, if the status are right, and depending on if what I get, if I adopt, it might be a mixed breed, but generally the Great Pyrenees females are going to be the exact same size or bigger than an adult male Dogo Argentino Mastiff. So she's going to be a big baby or big adult. So I kind of want to get her as a smaller dog so they feel a bit more comfortable with her. So I do want to get a puppy, but I think I'm going to probably go with something that's, if I go with a breeder, I want to try to get a dog that is probably more for AKC conformation, because dogs that are bred for conformation, they're bred for looks. They have less drive, right? They have less that working drive. If I got a Great Pyrenees from a working line breeder, then I'd have more issues with the barking, more issues with the dog trying to leave, and so therefore that's probably what I'm going to do, just get something from AKC so I don't have to worry too much about it. I mean, I'd still be a problem, but you know, at a point I kind of want to have this Dogo Argentino, or to have the Great Pyrenees still have its protective instincts, because I purposely want to have this dog in order for, well, the main purpose was to have somebody out here for Paco, so Paco can hang out here without worrying about a dog bothering him, but without being worried about being picked up by a bird of prey. But additionally, one of those windows is actually the window to my bathroom, and that window looks directly into the shower, and so it would be nice to have a dog out here that likes to be outside, that can watch the inside the house, while I have some dogs inside the house to look after, you know, the house when I'm in the shower. Especially if I'm around here alone. But anyway, but mostly if it's for just the protection for Paco. But anyway, y'all, I need to get back to work, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.